What it do, Impact Squad? IMP, baby. What's happening? Okay, in today's video, I want to have a discussion with you guys about the rumor that's been swirling around about Dr. Doom potentially being the main bad guy for Black Panther 2. But before I start this video, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and post a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this rumor. Now, I want to preface this by saying this is strictly just a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt. But let's happen to say Ryan Coogler does decide to make Dr. Doom the main bad guy for Black Panther 2. One of the things that I think that they're going to do is, because there's another rumor that's been going on that Shuri may take the place of T'Challa. So for Black Panther 2, this could be potentially an excuse to do that. Also, it could be a potential excuse to introduce the Fantastic Four, which I highly doubt they would do. But I could see them trying to introduce the Fantastic Four because, you know, Dr. Doom is also with them. And for those who don't know, in 2010, they had an event called Doom War. And that was a crossover between Fantastic Four, Black Panther, Deadpool, and the X-Men. And around that time, Storm and Black Panther were married around the event of Doom War. And what ends up happening in that, the premise of it was that Doom wanted the vibranium from Wakanda. And so he ends up planning an insurrection in Wakanda in order to get to that vibranium. And then when he does get the vibranium, it amplifies his magical powers, because for the people who do not know, vibranium has some mystical properties to it. So anybody with magical abilities and they have vibranium on or holding vibranium, it increases that magical power. And when they end up fighting Doom, his power, he was almost godlike because his magic power was so amplified that the only way to defeat him was to render the vibranium inert, which in essence made it null and void, and that ended up rubbing, you know, the citizen of Wakanda the wrong way, and they end up anointing Shuri as the queen, just because they felt like he wasn't an adequate king, because she was the Black Panther at the time of this event that's going on. Now, with this particular movie, it's going to be a watered down version, or just like it's like the basis to it. So it's going to be a story, but they're going to put their own storyline or their own style to it if it is Dr. Doom. And I want to say that Nakia, for example, who in the comic book, for y'all don't know, is a bad guy in a comic book, but in Black Panther, she's T'Challa's love interest. So I could see her taking the place of Storm. But me personally, if you're going to do a Doom War, then you should introduce Fantastic Four and Storm. If you think about it, this could be an excuse to introduce both of them, or introduce the X-Men and Fantastic Four in Black Panther 2. But I will say this. I want to say this. I'm kind of okay with Dr. Doom being the main bad guy for the Black Panther 2 villain, just simply for the fact is, when we last saw Doom, he was the bad guy to the Fantastic Four, which we're all used to. I mean, he's mostly fights the Fantastic Four, but he does fight everybody else in the Marvel Universe. The issue is that they only use Dr. Doom for the Fantastic Four movies. I think it's 3 movies of Fantastic Four or 4, and all of them were just Dr. Doom. And it's like, come on, man. You can use someone different. So moving Dr. Doom into Wakanda makes sense in a way, in the sense that you can have him try to take the vibranium to increase his magical, but that's only if Ryan Coogler adds in the mystical part of Dr. Doom, because Dr. Doom does science and magic. His armor is obviously the science part, and then he trained in some mystic arts, like he trained under Morgul of Faith. And that's another thing that they can do with Black Panther 2 with this Dr. Doom thing, they can also introduce the elf in well, she's an elf in the Marvel universe, but they can also introduce Morgan Le Fay. That's another thing. Maybe Dr. Doom is doing it for Morgan Le Fay because Doom and Morgan Le Fay has some form of a romantic relationship. So he could say, okay, I want to do this for Morgan Le Fay so she can regain her powers or amplify her magical powers. But then he decides he wants to betray her because no one controls Doom. I mean, that is another way they can do this. I mean, there's a multitude of ways they can handle Dr. Doom being the main bad guy, because I personally prefer Dr. Doom over Namor anyway, because Namor is not a true bad guy. I do understand why, because Namor and T'Challa in the comic books have like legitimate beef. Like they got some serious ass beef right now, and they want to kill each other. I mean, they pretty much attacked each other nations. So at this point, their friendship is just dead and shot. Matter of fact, the scene you saw in the Infinity War was actually caused by Namor in the Infinity War movie. It was caused by Namor in the comic books, where the Black Order asked Namor where was, you know, I forgot what stone it was, and he just told him Wakanda. Now, even though it was not in Wakanda, he was just trying to get a slick way to destroy Wakanda. And so that's why they used that scene, just for all those who did not know that. But man, I just want to say that Dr. Doom may potentially come to Wakanda. I guess they're going to use it where, I mean, so if they do a Fantastic Four movie, then they will do like an origin of the Fantastic Four. So this could be like Dr. Doom being a villain for a year or something, or two years, something like that. But I don't know. Tell me guys what you guys think. I'll let you guys go. If you guys are new to Power Impact Comics, just hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and yeah, just post that comment below, y'all. Peace.